for Christmas?
Yeah,
It's not my
because I
fault.
was
I got it
already
for
going to
Christmas.
get them. We weren't thinking of it until I started getting my wires chewed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a cat that liked to, way back in the day. I was like, why the fuck doesn't my PlayStation 2 controller work in here? Oh, yeah, because the cat chewed through the wires.
I think she's past that phase now.
She is now.
Yeah.
She's no longer with us. So, man, that was like, what, 15, 20 years ago? So Norite, you were the last person sitting at the table with Willow, and she says, join me. There are tankards of ale at the top of my tower where we can continue our conversation.
Do not.
Something seems a little bit sketchy.
He's like, okay. So she takes you to the top of the tower, and there is this overgrown wood at the top of this wooden tower. And it's like this silent grotto where there's an overgrown tree and there's moss little steps for you to sit on, and there's a wood fountain for birds to sit in. And next to the door are two barrels. And she comes up and she reaches over and she just kind of elbows the top of one of the barrels, and the lid kind of goes bloop sideways, and she pulls it out. And in this barrel, you can smell that it is a very strong, high gravity lager. Not unlike dwarven ale. It's very fresh. And she goes over to the table and she pulls up a couple of wooden tankards and she hands you one. And she says, please enjoy, sit with me. And she reaches in and she pulls up a tankard of ale and she sits at the table. Oh yes, she takes a big pull. And she wipes away a big foamy grin. And she says, no, it's good ale.
I think Naruto needs a rape whistle.
That's hilarious, but hold on. So, Norite, are you gonna take a tankard? All right. So yeah,
The whole thing.
you dip it. You're gonna drink the whole thing. Yeah. You
Chug it all.
chug one back, and it is a cold dwarven ale. So, and Narote doesn't know how this sounds, but it is like a really, really ice cold Old English 800. Because that's how dwarven ale tastes. So, yeah, you just drink a 40 of Steel Reserve and you just chugged it back. And it's good stuff when it's really cold. And you're like, being a dwarf, you're like, hey, this is good stuff. And I mean, nothing happens. This is delicious stuff. And she says, even down here, we get access to the good dwarven drink. Hallister makes sure of that. She says, you're down here looking for your father. So it's unfortunate what happened to him. I don't I don't necessarily know that you want to know the entire truth, but he got too greedy. I was going to say too dwarvy. That's racist. He dug too deep, and he had to deal with what happens when you do that. And he chose to fight for his gems. Piles and piles of gems. Your father failed.
Forgot to ask about the bones.
She fills her tankard again and she goes, but if you want to go down, you need to get to the very bottom of Undermountain. She goes, at the very bottom of Undermountain is your legacy. Okay, so Norte takes that and he goes to his room. So, Rain, you bring up, Retheria, you bring up the fact that nobody's brought up the bones.
Yeah. Meant to ask about that, but then I got hasty with leaving, I guess.
Well, she told you the doors are always open. Give me just a second, I'll be right back. I got a cat attacking my foot.
Kitten is the DM now. Thank you. We do not need you anymore, Chris. I know he's not at his chair, but the kitten was.
All hail our new kitten overlord.
Hmm.
Wait, Norate, you say that the bones were kobolds. Why do you say that? Oh.
cat toys. Yes, no. Hello?
Hi.
There we go.
There you are.
Sorry. So I spent $15 at Dollar Tree buying cat toys. So that's what kind of fucking cat dad I am. I know, right? Filthy fucking rich.
Well, Chris, who needs retirement money when you've got a cat?
I know, right? Well, my wife and I maybe can't have kids, so we really, really spoil our cats. And,
Yay for spoiling critters.
well, when we lost Simba here a month ago, it was really hard. And I really miss him. Sorry. So, I mean, oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
A little dusty over there.
Yeah, sorry. Piper and Tassie are not replacements for him, but my house was really, really, really empty without having a cat in it. And so we got Piper, and then Piper was, lonely, and so we got Tassie. And now the two of them play together great. But that didn't happen at first. That did not happen at first. So Norte, you are taken, and you wake up in a beautiful wooden room. You all have beautiful wooden rooms. And it seems like each of your rooms is over... You're like in an Ewok room over the forest. When you look out the windows, you can see the forest below you. And there's a door, and it's completely unlocked. And there's there's new fresh towels. And when you leave these rooms and you go into the center, there is a large central area where there is a basin, and there's these large wooden troughs that come down that are collecting rainwater, and it's just a constant torrent for you to bathe in.
Heck yes, bath time. Gotta be clean when I go slay that basilisk.
Aaron and Raytheria, you wake up, and there is this awakened tree, and it has rained in the evening, and the tree is holding its limbs over, and they're at a angle, and so the bottom side of these limbs come down and cup into little tubs, and the water has been dripping down through these pine boughs into these tubs. And when you wake up, there are these rainwater tubs set for you to bathe in.
That's so cute.
Nice. Can I don't know if there's a... Let me look. Hold on. Can I touch the water? I don't know. I don't want to touch the water. Can I touch the bathtub
Yeah.
and see if there's any magical properties to the
So
bathtub with?
there's not. It's not really a bathtub. It is literally a tree limb where the pine needles have been woven together so tightly that it is cupping an area for you to bathe in.
It's so suspicious, but that's okay. You know what? I think I take the bait. I think I've been way too nasty for too long, and I take the bait of this tree since it was so nice to guard us all night anyway. So
So you get into the bath, and another limb comes over and starts to drip water into your bath so that you can rinse off.
I'm just afraid that it's bait. I don't know for sure.
Aaron, what do you do?
I think that if there were some secret plot to get us, that it's been plenty long, and so I will go ahead and clean up as I would normally do. I'm not worried too much about it.
I've evidently effed with you guys like so much that even when I give you something good, you like are questionable.
Hey, we're
No,
in
I'm just like that.
we're in Hallister's dungeon, and Hallister is going to split the universe into pieces and tear it all to heck and back.
So I will tell you
yeah,
about
no
what I've heard about around the shop. The word going around the shop is, holy shit, don't mess with Chris because he will kill your character the first second he gets. I have killed 2 characters in my games, and that was in one campaign on the bi-weekly Saturday night, and those guys are fucking crazy. And so I've never killed anybody's character ever else because you guys just haven't done anything dumb enough to die yet. So, just saying.
Come on. You wouldn't give Telfar, eternal youth and then just turn around and stab him to death with
yes.
or something stupid.
Yes, technically I did kill the wizard, but he kind of killed himself, so But that doesn't fall on my hands.
I don't miss that weird wizard.
And I'm not worried about Chris in a metagaming sense. I just don't think Aaron, my character, would throw himself into things like this when he's down in an unnatural environment.
No, I agree. I'm just saying in a metagaming sense, you guys can... You don't have to fear me. I mean, I like it, but I mean, you don't have to fear me. So, Aaron, what are you doing here with your rainwater bath? And you see Retheria. She has a covered pine bough bath and she's like, it's great.
Well, as any normal adventuring party member would, I will wait until my other member is out and able to see what's going on, and then I'll take my turn. So that we don't, both of us close our eyes and dive underwater at the same time.
Okay. Yeah, and she gets out and she drives off, and you take your bath, and Retheria, like, when you reach over and you're like, oh, well, where's my robes? And the tree brings in its arm, and it has dried your robes in the sun.
What a nice tree.
Ow.
And they're still a bit damp, but they're as dry as you would expect in the sun. And this awakened tree has been holding them out.
So I bathe and I take my clothes and I put them back on
Make
after I finish.
make a both of you make a nature check, or I'm sorry, a survival check.
Ooh, I can't survive.
Evidently,
Your character is now dead.
you were not able to survive here. But Aaron,
Your body forgets that it has to breathe at the end.
yeah. So Aaron, you were getting rinsed off, and you get dried, and you look through the pine boughs of this tree that's reaching down, and you see an elk. An elk, you are aware enough that this elk looks at you, and it's like, you're like, that's an awakened creature. And then to the south, you see another tree walking around that is not an ent. It is obviously an awakened tree.
All right. If the elk is the awakened elk is minding his own business, then I will mind my own.
Yeah, no, it is looking at you with the same intelligence that the tree is.
Ah.
Should we go? I asked Aaron if we should go back in the tower and see if what everyone else is doing in our.
Oh, definitely. I'm totally on board. Let's go do that
Okay.
because we've got lots of things to do today.
It's a big day.
So,
Aaron and I go back. To the tower.
Aaron and Rotheria, you come back into the tower, and you can smell. You open even before you open the double doors. You can smell the smell of frying bacon and eggs, and there's the smell of brewing coffee.
Well, I hope it wasn't an awakened pig.
And all of you guys wake up, and you all come down, and again, Willow is sitting at the top of her table, and there is place settings for all of you. And Halistri is coming around, and he's got, because he's a tree, he has multiple arms, and he's coming down and he's serving plates with bacon and fried eggs and hash browns, and there's just each plate looks like you went to a truck stop. These are like, it's not like, oh, well, let's have 1 or 2 fried eggs. No, it's like a 7-egg omelet, and then you get fried bacon and, toast and all of this all the way around the table. And then he comes back, and there's settings that he puts in the middle for, syrups, a lot of maple syrup. You're supposed to put maple syrup on everything, evidently.
Like it should be.
Right. And she says, so I assume that everybody slept well. Are we going to take care of that basilisk in the morning?
Isn't it the morning?
It is the
Yeah.
morning. You're right.
So, probably.
I've got ready.
Yes, I think I will. I'm less. Rytheria is less suspicious about the food today after spending the night in the forest and realizing that nothing bad was happening to any of her companions in the tower.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing bad happened after they ate the food. So they were my test subjects, and now I feel okay with eating food.
Nice. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you, in the middle of the night, did you go and draw all their blood? Because that's kind of like, cool.
No, but they woke up, so.
Well, All right.
That's good enough for
It's good enough for that's good enough for North Virginia. That's good enough for me. They're all alive, right?
Yeah.
They drink the water, right? So, yeah, you guys, you have your breakfast. She says, "Please, if you can take care of the basilisk, then I will be willing to grant you access to the southern passage to the next level."
Is there a time constraint? We're usually very cautious when going up against foe like that, and we investigate mysteries as we go because that makes us stronger. So, are you interested in us? Are you asking us to go and directly attack the basilisk head on right now? Is there a reason for rushing?
No.
I thought that's what we had just agreed on, that we would, enjoy her hospitality for the evening and then, peace out. Go do stuff.
No, I need something to deal with the basilisk. It's an abomination. Is anybody going to ask about the bodies?
I was going to ask about the bones since we slept out there. And so as I left, I was reminded of the mystery of these crypts that appear towards the south here they appear to be loaded with bones. Is there some predator that was or used to be around here, or some threat that we should be aware of? What's the cause of those bones?
They were the threat.
I sense a story here. Is there something you can tell us about it?
When she says they were the threat, Aaron, roll a nature check. Actually, Aaron and Thrick roll nature checks.
Let's see.
I'm smart enough to whisper a request to Suitor before I do my nature check this time. So a 13.
The answer is no.
So with a 13, you can determine that there's something weird about how these guys died. They didn't die and then were placed here. Make a medicine check. Both Thrick and Carl can make medicine checks.
Okay.
Looks like a 15 this time.
That's pretty good.
No, again. I just rolled 2 not ones in a row.
So you're 15. So Aaron, you've determined that these guys were killed, and then somebody picked them up and placed their bones here. So anything that she says about, oh, well, they just died, no. Somebody fucking killed them and then moved them here.
Yes, and my investigator ability to detect lies, let's see, is a 27 for her deception to try to beat, and I don't really worry about it.
And she got a 4.
She's lying.
She is lying.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you are aware that, and she initially says, well, they just died. You know, stuff happens. They just died. Sometimes, as she says, sometimes in the forest, there's poisonous stuff.
And did you have your awakened trees clear out the forest and put all their bodies in those areas? it does not appear that they all died there. I'll say just flat out.
She says, yeah,
I looked at 'em.
exactly. I just had my trees come out, and they just picked up whatever happened there, and they've put them there. Yeah.
Is that a lie?
Well,
Sounds like a lie.
they have to be buried somewhere, right?
Hmm.
Well, in that case, let's see. So her deception is against a 25 on whether or not that was a simple explanation or not.
On your 25, no, she's completely lying. Those bodies were never moved. They died in those caverns. Like,
So we're
they were in the
Right.
caverns, and somebody went "Blah," and wasted them in the caverns. That's where they died.
no.
They
Right there,
ran. They ran to the holes and cowered, and somebody flamethrowed them with whatever.
Yes.
So right theory, we all don't know that she's lying except for Aaron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Correct. So, Aaron, you're just like what, nodding about this, and
No, I'll press her and say that does seem strange. I have some criminal investigation experience from my work up on the surface, and it certainly looks clear to me that those people, those creatures that died in there, that's where they fell, and that they all appear to have died from intense heat, flame.
make a persuasion check with advantage.
I mean, Naruto also has Speak with Dead, doesn't he?
Somebody else, yeah, there's that, but somebody else can, if you have advantage, you can give that to Aaron. Like, if you have an advantage point, you can give that to Aaron.
Oh, you like inspiration?
Telfire wants to slip down in his chair because he does not like where this conversation is going, and he's going to try to hide under the table.
I'll continue eating, just oblivious to whatever's happening.
Is anybody going to give persuasion to Aaron?
Do you mean like?
So, like, if you've been given an inspiration point
Oh,
for good role playing, that means you can give that. When you are given inspiration for good role playing or something else, when the DM says, I give you inspiration, you can then take that and you can go, hey, you know what? This person needs help, and I can give him my inspiration point, and that means they get to roll another d20.
You know what I'm going to do is just
I'll use mine.
pull on the Raven Queen's luck and apply that to. I currently am sitting at 21, but let's just. Yeah, that's great. Burned it for the day, so I'm both up to 23.
Yeah. So, Mittens, are you going to give your inspiration?
Yeah, take it.
Okay. So, Aaron, roll another d20 for your persuasion roll.
And add 1d4 to that.
Right. Please. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to turn my back on this because I don't even want to see the roll.
Nah, nothing's getting better than anything. I'm up in the low mid 20s, and that's it.
What have we said about rolling on the site?
Well, honestly, if it's hidden to where you need a 25 or greater, then odds are pretty good you're not going to find it. I did tell everybody that she's lying by basically coming out and saying, "Hey, I investigate this stuff as a job in Waterdeep, and those guys died right there and were burned to death."
We know that now, and we can ask questions.
Yeah, you can roll with it. I've been trying not to antagonize the host, but
Are we really gonna
I want to antagonize her, but I want to know. I want to say, ma'am, like, I would love to help you, but I don't. I want to know that there aren't any negative intentions behind it.
yeah, and I'd like to go and find out. I want to go look at the grave of Seldane or whatever the guy's name was, because there's a powerful magic.
What'd you get?
Oh, it's going to be like 24 or something like that.
All right.
Not going to get 25.
Sorry, I had a sneezing fit. Sorry. So, you were completely protected. And she was really mad.
She was angry?
She was angry.
I was not trying to make her angry, just telling her that my investigator background up on the surface tells me that those people died in a totally different way.
And she was angry.
Okay.
Over the skies, you see a darkening of the clouds.
What did you do?
Now you done did it!
And you see...
God damn it, you had one job.
You were blaming us for the whole thing!
I probably would have done the same thing.
You see this darkening of the clouds.
God, we need different diplomats.
Landing on the top of this tower is a green dragon. Everybody make a perception check. But Aaron and Rain, you get to make a advantage check. Oh, well, that's pretty good.
31.
This is the perception check?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, I rerolled ones. That's better.
24 for Aaron.
That is, unless you get another one your second time.
This is a very
That's true.
interesting treehouse.
So, Rotheria and Aaron, you take cover in this giant green dragon roars and lands on the top of this tower. And when you look up, it has a sword sticking out of its head. It has been stabbed. And it turns down and it says, "What are you doing, little people?"
Looks like we know what killed those people.
Yeah, no. Let's see, where's my roll here? Oh, I still had advantage.
And it comes climbing down the side of the tower, and it's like, no, don't run away. What are your problems? and it's got this sword, and the sword is gleaming. And
I'll
it
whisper.
climbs down and sits. What is your issue? And it speaks perfect knightly English.
Well, if it's in our face, as it were, then there's no real point trying to hide from it or escape. So Aaron will say, I'm sure I don't know what you mean. What issue do you think is... What is it that's made you ask us this question?
Why are you here in this entire forest?
Ah, yes, well, we're adventurers.
Why are you causing problems, little people? Don't make me breathe an issue.
What problems are you talking about?
Well, there were all of these people. And they were a problem.
Ah, our existence is what has got you agitated?
Oh, no. They were chopping down trees. They were burning cities. And now they're not.
You're talking about the bones and how in the catacombs or in the little crypts there, and how is that what you're talking about?
And he looks at you and he goes, I don't know what I'm talking about. And he turns around and he flies off. And he flies, and there's like a constant shadow over the tower. What you noticed out of this entire conversation is that there's a green dragon with a glowing sword sticking out of its head.
And what has Willow been doing this time?
Oh, so inside the tower, Willow has led Telfar, Norte, Mittens down, and Thrick down to the front door, and she's like, "Oh, yes, that's our green dragon. Yeah, he got stabbed in the head. There were these ridiculous adventurers who came through, and this paladin stabbed him in the head. And so now our happy green dragon tries to protect our glade. He is no longer evil in any way."
I believe her. Right
So-
period to believe her.
Do you know the reason why they would want to dab it?
Telfar can't wait to tell people about how he went underground to an underground forest where it looked like daylight, a mile below the earth, and found a green dragon with a glowing sword sticking out of its head. It's all going in the chronicles.
Norte is trying to get the dragon's attention to bring him closer to talk. And Aaron is trying to see if Willow is lying still.
So Norte, make a animal handling check. And you can make that with advantage.
Looks like Chris is making an animal handling check with advantage too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. No, I get to make that with advantage. Yeah.
Sometimes it's with disadvantage.
Sometimes. Only if I eat them. Uh, 22. So, yeah. Yeah. So, Norte holds up his one hand and he's like, "Wait, stop." And this this dragon comes down. Hold on just a moment. So, this dragon... Sorry, I have to put this dragon down. This green dragon comes down and lands. And it looks at you and it leans down directly to Norte. And it says, What do I need to do to help you, little dwarf? My name is Valdemir. And there is this obvious glowing magical sword sticking through its head.
Pull the pin on the grenade. I mean, the sword.
Make make an Arcana check. So, 28 with guidance. So, you are able to determine that this green dragon is good because the sword is stuck in its head. It has been lobotomized for good alignment because there is a holy avenger stuck in its head.
Those paladins and their holy swords.
So the problem is that if you pull this holy avenger out, yes, you would have a holy avenger. But you would kill this lawful good dragon that is helping this society and is doing nobody any harm.
I say that's fantastic.
Well,
Absolutely delightful.
you might as well pull it out. It's not like we don't have any clerics.
Screw the dragon.
Well, I mean, we have clerics. We can literally revive it again.
Do you really want to do that?
Oh, wait, you did say it was... It's good
Look
only
at the
because of the sword.
bones.
Leave his little lobotomy Excalibur hanging out.
He deserves it.
He deserves it.
Not deserves it in his head, but let him keep it. You know, like that's his loot. It's his prize. He can keep it inside him or wherever he wants to keep.
That's his stash. He just sticks swords inside of him.
Yeah, it is a green dragon that right now is considered lawful good.
Well, it would be a bad act on our part to pull the sword out and make the dragon turn evil. But we could do more good by hammering the sword in deeper into its brain to make it even more good.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's probably not at all how it works.
Well, it'd be a good experiment, don't you think? You know, if we just push it through the other side of his head.
But Norte is able to look at the sword and realize that this is, in fact, a Holy Avenger. So, I don't know if anybody is aware what a Holy Avenger is.
It's the end-all, be-all for paladin weapons.
It is Excalibur. And it is jammed into this dragon's skull, and it did not kill him. And he is now good.
Telfar wants to know if he can touch the dragon because he hasn't ever touched a dragon before and wants to know what a dragon feels like. What's a dragon feel like? Can I touch you?
Well, of course, little halfling.
Do you have any itchy scales that you need removed that I could maybe keep and put in my collection?
Oh, I could definitely deal with some scratches on my neck.
Hooray! Telfar is friends with a dragon.
So what I have collected is that the bones in the crypts were they crypts? I don't know what they were.
The hole or whatever.
There, yeah,
So,
the bones there were they were killed from the dragon because they were trying to cut down the tree.
Do you want to ask?
Yes.
So, make a persuasion check.
I'm not very persuasive. Oh.
That's pretty good. So, the Valdemir starts to cry. They were attacking the people. They were coming in and slaughtering the trees, and I had no choice. I unleashed my weapon.
I believe the dragon friend, and I say we should go kill this basilisk.
Hell yeah! I just touched a dragon. I'm stoked. Let's go kill something.
Do you think the dragon friend would accompany us to kill the basilisk?
I don't want to kill anybody else ever.
Oh, that's fair. Oh.
Even if they're evil?
Even if they're evil. I will tell you, it is not just a basilisk.
Yippee! I love to hear that.
Then what is it?
The basilisk is only her pet. But we're not allowed to talk about that.
What? Whose pet? Tell me whose pet. I whisper to the dragon. I whisper into his ear. I say, I want you to tell me.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oof. Maybe?
Her name is Atherenia.
What?
Her name is Atherenia.
Oh, okay.
Atherenia.
Is that Willow's real name?
No, Willow is fantastic. Atherenia is evil.
Okay, well, I guess we have to go through the basilisk to get to her anyway, so... I say we finish up our food. Or did we already eat? We already finished eating. I say we pick up our stuff and go tell Willow that we're going to slay the basilisk for her.
Okay. What do you tell Willow? I mean, Willow. Obviously, when you come back in, Willow's like, "Oh, well, you've met Valdemar." What? When you say you're going to go slay,
we're going to slay Atherenia's basilisk as you requested.
She immediately, her eyes get wide. She goes, "Who told you about Atherenia?"
Yeah, you're not supposed. We weren't supposed to say that.
3 strikes, you're out.
Just like, you're not supposed to know about Atherenia.
Oh, well, mum's the word. Bob's your uncle. We're out.
No, Bob's your uncle means she's. Honestly, I'm not sure what Bob's your uncle means, but
it's thieves can't. I have no idea what it means.
I don't know. She's like, no. Yes, the basilisk is her pet, but how do you mean you're going to deal with her?
Well, considering you basically were going to send us into conflict with her without any warning, I think I would prefer to keep that to ourselves.
No. You cannot go. You cannot go into battle with her. And she turns and she opens up a cabinet. She says, "Who will use the longest range?"
Probably me, because I have evocation spells. I try to stay as far away as possible.
No. Who's going to use a bow?
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
Well, Aaron can use a bow, but he's since becoming an unwilling cleric of war. That
she pulls out this most perfectly gnarled bow. It is a +2 bow.
Telfar?
And she hands it out to whoever is going to be the most long-ranged.
Probably Telfar.
No, that's not Telfar.
I do really enjoy my hand crossbow.
And she pulls out a hand crossbow. Looks exactly the same as the long crossbow. It looks like somebody's taken a log and just turned it. And turned it again. Like the whole thing can fold in on itself and fit in a pocket. What? It is a +3 hand crossbow. And she hands it to Telfar.
And he just about falls over. He's in love with it. It's great. Oh, it's so shiny. How fantastic is this? I bet I can shoot real good with this. Oh, come on, geez, shucks.
Yeah. Well, Aaron will step up and say, if this is for battle, I will attack from range to support.
And so she gives you this +1 longbow, and she says there is one other item that you need. And she...
I thought it was a +2 longbow.
I'm sorry, +2 longbow. And she pulls out a +2 shield that is a series of polished glass in rolled wood all the way around. And the surface is polished clear.
I hope you guys don't mind if I take that.
Go, tiny shield master.
Get some.
Yay.
Some.
Now, here's the thing, Thrick. If you take this, it means you can only wield one shield, but it will give you an additional +2 to to your shield bash.
Oh, I'll pass on that.
You gonna pass on it?
It'd only be an extra AC, and then I don't really use the shield bash often.
So it's a +4 to shield AC, plus a +2 to shield bash.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
The benefits of my spell guard shield outweigh that.
Anybody else?
No.
Oh, for the shield? Yeah. Aaron would definitely like to roll off with anybody else that wants it.
Okay, then take it. It's +2 shield. And Aaron, when you grab the shield, you have the option to attune to it. That gives you advantage against any of the rolls against a Medusa or Basilisk.
So stone turning monsters.
Right. So advantage against stone turning.
Okay, +2 and advantage versus petrification.
I
Is that the same thing as...
don't know if that's exactly the same thing. Hold on a second. It maybe is the same thing, but it's close.
I mean, for the basilisk, it says it like the thing just turns them into stone and restrains them. Doesn't say anything about petrifying them.
I think it's actually the same thing for. Yeah, it used to be a lot harder. Oh fuck. Okay, so no. So Aaron, it is advantage against petrifying gaze.
Ah.
Okay.
And
yeah,
so
that's better. Yeah.
So specifically, the way this works is this is just ugh. When a creature sees a Medusa, it starts its turn within 30 feet of the Medusa. The Medusa can force a DC 14 saving throw. The Medusa is incapacitated. If the Medusa is incapacitated, it can force a throw of DC 14 or be petrified. So, I mean, there's a lot more. There's like an entire paragraph here. But yeah, you get advantage on that if you want to attune to that shield.
I will attune to the shield.
Alright. I don't know anything about no vorpals. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's not a vorpal. It's just a shield. And it's literally a mirror, and it is curled with gnarled bows of wood that have come around this mirror.
Of course it's a mirror.
No, of course it's a mirror. What do you want to know from here?
I would like to know more about the basilisk pet owner that I've already blanked on her name.
She says there was a group that caused problems, and I hope you're not a group that's going to cause problems. And so I had to have Vasilier just come and deal with them.
What kind of problems?
They were chopping down trees. They were trying to create their own army, and I couldn't deal with that, so I just had Vasimir come and breathe on them. One of them tried to kill him, and they stabbed him, and then he was a lot more in line with my whole line of thought, and so he helped me put them down.
That sounds like you were just trying to protect yourselves to me.
Are you gonna say that?
I mean, no. Is that a bad thing to say? I don't know. Why is that a bad thing?
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and make your persuasion check.
For what? What am I persuading? All I said is it seems like they were trying to protect themselves.
Okay, well, if you're saying that amongst yourselves, then that's fine. Basically, what you have learned is that there was a group trying to take over the forest, and Willow was pissed off. There was a green dragon who went batshit, and one of the guys who was, quote-unquote, trying to take over the forest stabbed the green dragon in the head. And then the green dragon
With a Holy Avenger.
changed alignment.
Yeah.
And so it burned everybody to a crisp with its poison. And then is like, well...
To make it clear, I'm on the dragon side. I didn't know.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, like, well, being on the dragon side, you really need to be careful what you say.
That's fair, okay.
Everybody, even if you're on the quote-unquote good side, you need to be very careful what you say. Because what happens when, oh, oops, what I said was not right, and now it's not correct. So, this dragon is like, what do you want to do?
I think I should stop talking. We should go slay the basilisk.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, dragons with swords stuck in their heads are not known for being stable.
Or, yeah, I mean, it's never a good situation. Do you want to pull the fucking sword out of the head? And
No. We don't want to mess with the
I
dragon.
think we want to leave this place peacefully. And
Whosoever that pulleth the sword from the dragon's skull shall be named ruler of all flaming ash.
yes.
Yeah, it's the story of King Arthur.
Okay, so they tell you that there is a passage to the southwest where this basilisk and quite possibly a Medusa rule.
I don't like the sound of having to close my eyes while fighting.
Quite possibly, though.
Um,
I mean, if we're smart about it, we can just, like, bring mirrors.
Do my goggles protect me?
I know that Mittens is already like, I've got like 40 spells ready for this.
Yeah, we want to go nuts.
We could probably just cast Darkness where Medusa is, and then fireball it.
okay. I
Let's
say
go
that
slay
we,
things.
peacefully bid farewell and take the passage that they suggest we take toward the basilisk.
Aaron is being urged on to battle by the black chicken that keeps pecking at his heels.
Just dragging you along.
This chicken?
Yeah, my little black chicken, Peck. The one that drugged me into being a cleric of war and later a warlock to Surtur.
Yes.
I hate that thing.
Let's go, chicken.
So you guys are moving towards the quote-unquote basilisk lair.
Yeah. Unless someone wants to do anything else.
Nope.
I want to ask Willow if she can help me draw out any maps real quick. Because Telfar likes his map collection.
Yes. You can add a... You get advantage on any kind of survival checks on, let's see, what, level 6 of Undermountain.
Sweet. Sounds good. Advantage on survival checks in level 6.
Sorry, I'm trying to put a kitten away. Ow! Oh my god. Sorry, she jumped and clang to my back.
I love kittens so much.
Yes, I love them. I love my cat. Alright, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I have to go clean up the blood.
Yay, kittens.
There's our DM again. Just the kitten overlord.
So, Raindelia,
Yeah.
let me see, your character is Ratheria? Is that what
Criteria.
Is that start with an R or an A?
An R, so
Ratheria, Ratheria, right? Something like that. And since
apparently I can't type. I sent it in the chat. There you go.
that's it. Okay, RY. Okay, I'll get that. Thank you. And since we were both paranoid, I thought I'd share. It doesn't look like you can look at my character sheet. I don't know if you can or not, but I'm not trying to keep it secret. But it's up on Roll20, and you're supposed to have traits, ideals, and bonds. And the whole thing about Aaron is his trait is he's slow to trust. His flaw is that he's a touch paranoid. So there's reason why he was expecting bad things happening in the tower there. It's not Carl being a what's it called when you power gaming or something? Yeah, metagaming. I'm not metagaming. That's my character. He's paranoid and he's loyal to friends, but not to ideas or anything like that. He used to be a criminal, but he went straight before the game ever started. But
am I doing something wrong?
Oh no.
No, I just wanted to. Since you were also paranoid, I didn't want you to. I thought I'd share with you why I'm paranoid.
Oh yeah, Rytheria has just questions everything. She's constantly anxious, so she likes to think things through and hear every side of the situation before really making any decisions. So in a similar way, but not quite the same way. She's just scared that someone's gonna do her wrong.
So
yes.
No, please. Whatever you guys are discussing, please go ahead.
Oh.
I think we discussed.
We're good.
Killing stuff.
Yeah, we're good.
That was not all we were discussing.
So you get to the entrance of this cave. And there are this whole cave comes around and it's gnarled, and there are dead goats and deer laying about the outside. Everybody make a perception check.
Telfar would also like to make a stealth check and sprout bat wings. Wait, What time of day is it? Is it daylight outside?
Yeah, we'll say it's like noon.
Oh, then bird wings.
But aren't we going inside a cave?
Yes, you are. So
maybe bat wings?
So maybe bat wings? Yeah.
I don't know.
I
leave it up to the DM, because I like my cloak to be, like bat wings in the dark and bird wings in the daytime.
Does nobody have, decent nature or survival checks? Nobody?
Oh, I got a 16.
I thought we were making a perception check.
So your perception check, you are able to determine that this is bizarre. With your 12, Aaron, you're able to just determine that this is bizarre.
I got a 27 on my perception.
27, you were able to determine that some of these creatures are not just bones, they're stones.
Got it.
Somebody make anybody can make a nature check. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this.
Alright, for nature I got Soft 20.
Nice.
With the help of my Chwinga.
That's true. So, anybody else beat a soft 20? Amy?
Oh, for nature?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So, your Chwinga tells you there's a problem.
There's a what now?
There's a problem. And it's telling you that there is there's something that will it's way worse than the idea of a basilisk.
Oh.
I'm going to tell my friends I get a very, very bad feeling about this cave.
Well, there's clear evidence that the Medusa has also been in this area.
So, how is everybody rolling with... Hold on. Rolling with boxes around them? Because reasons. So... Norte.
We have the roll 20 or the D&D Beyond 20 plugin or
Oh,
Chrome
right.
plugin, and you can click on it and it rolls
Right.
from
But
the character sheet.
But Norte, you get to make a sorry, I'm trying to stop a cat from destroying electronics. You get to make a roll with advantage for nature. Okay, so you are able to determine that these openings to this cave are actually old dwarven carved columns, entrances to an ancient tomb.
Ooh, undead magic.
Well, I propose that besides sharing information, you let me go in front because I have the benefit of that shield.
Before I go further, can everybody see their name on the turn order?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I cannot see my name, but I can see everybody's icon.
So you can't see Telfar?
No.
Alright.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. I'm just going to re-add everybody because I've had this problem a number of times. So I will just add everybody.
Yeah, it's popping up the icons, but not the names.
Yeah. That's one part of the problem.
I see
Otherwise,
my name now.
they just don't do anything at all. So, is that good now?
Yeah, I see my name. And I'm going to put my stealth roll of 25 in the little blue circle on my token.
Okay. Yeah, do that. And I will give you a mask. Now, the reason why I asked is because a lot of this is going to be, again, a lot of this is going to be theater of the mind. So, but I still need to use some of this in order to get you on the board. It's problematic. But anyway, so you are able to see these large doors going into this old dwarven crypt. And Norte, you are able to determine that this crypt is actually older than the dwarven runes that are on it. So this thing was old and sealed, and somebody opened it up. What do you want to do?
Time to proceed in and slay the Medusa and the Basilisk.
And whatever other nasties are in there.
Alright.
Just want to remind everybody we have no ability to undo petrification, so it was good working with everybody here.
It's nice seeing you all, but
I'm pretty sure there's a save you make actually.
Yeah, just don't fail your save and you're fine.
Hey, Chris, do my goggles do anything to protect my eyes?
So your goggles only give you dark vision.
Right.
So the first thing that happens is that you come in and you have to flip your goggles up. Because you come into this area and you see this big hole in the ceiling where bright light is coming down. And you see these toppled over Greek style pillars. And you are initially blinded, and then you have to put your goggles back on and you can look around the sides. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And what you guys see is this partial mound where there's a whole lot of Greek pillars that seem to have toppled over. And out of this room, in the left and right corners, you see exits. What are you guys going to do?
We're
Want
we're
to flip
checking-
a coin to decide which side, Aaron?
I'm fine with either one. I'll throw out left.
All
Okay.
right. I'm floating like kind of above and behind Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And-
where I'd like to be.
And the two of us are stealthily up in front, and it's 10 or 15 feet back, or however, some distance back is the rest of the party, just to see so they can benefit from our going, holy crap, it's a Medusa.
Yeah, if you guys get petrified, we'll know why.
Yes, I'll try to kick the chicken up in front, just in case.
Yes, the test subjects. Thank you.
Okay. So you creep up into this room, and behind you can see just this hint of sunlight, and there's wispy spores coming down before you. And when you look through this room, you see a bunch of statues, but everybody make a perception check. That's not good.
19 for Telfar.
I think these statues are immobile. I don't think these statues move.
What statues are you seeing? Wait, can you point them out?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you got an 11. I got a 5. Wait. I got a solid 7.
I got a 15.
Oh, shit. Aaron, make a Constitution saving throw versus DC 14. Oh, no.
Add some Twinga guidance.
There better be a lot of fucking Twinga guidance.
Well,
He needs
gaze
this
attack,
attack.
if it's the gaze attack that'll petrify me, I can get an advantage on that one.
Then I'll give you advantage.
Well, because I'm using the shield that specifically gives that.
Right. Do that.
And add a D4.
Ah. Okay, so 15, you save. Whew. So, Aaron holds up the shield, and you guys at the top of this fucking tower of you see this. So you guys come in and you see this stairwell go up to this tower, and out of this tower stares this Medusa and looks right at Aaron, and he goes, ah, and just barely misses it.
Aaron did a 33 for stealth.
But he didn't say that he was not looking.
Oh, well.
So.
I don't have to, like, turn it on so much, I think. That's just...
Right, yeah. Yeah. So, now, everybody needs to roll for initiative. And I have to make an asset. Doesn't matter which one. That's good. Now, I guess it matters a little bit.
FYI to the group, you can click on your turn order number that's 0 and type in your initiative roll.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. Thank you, because that actually can clear up a lot of what I can do. Jesus fucking tits. So 6. That's what the Medusa got. And Aaron, you get to go before the friggin' Medusa. Mittens, what'd you get? There you oh shit. Alright. So, Thrick, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna have my skeletons run at Medusa and start hitting her with their maces.
Okay.
Unless she's too far away. Just the good old basic, beat them until they're unconscious.
Okay. Go ahead and make their attacks.
Skeletons don't have eyes, right?
Yeah, and that's what I was like. Well, yeah, they don't really give a shit.
I think they're just gonna be like sockets.
Yeah, no, they don't care. They're undead.
Yeah.
Oh no, their
So-
bones become strong.
Right. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Soft 20.
Yes.
And no. So one of them hit. 3 damage.
Oof.
That's
Ah.
minimum.
Incredible.
Damn you.
Incredible skeletons.
Damn
And
you.
I'm gonna put up my shield like so I don't stare at her in the face, but I can still see like the bottom of her, so I can still like cast spells that way.
So you're gonna do what?
Using my shield to block out like her eyes or whatever, her
'Kay.
vision from my sight.
He's making it so he can only look at like
Right.
the leg.
Right.
Yeah. And then
So-
I'm gonna cast.
So then you're going to. So I'm going to say that that's like half your movement because you're shielding,
Yeah.
and then what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna cast Bestow Curse on her.
Okay.
And that'll be a Wisdom save, I believe. Yeah, Wisdom save.
I think she failed that. She's got a big old 7. So she's cursed. So that means.
She'll have to make a Wisdom saving throw at the start of her turn. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing.
Okay. Alright. No bonus to anybody else, or.
Yeah, that's just my turn.
Okay. Mittens, what would you like to do?
There's rocks and stuff around here, right?
Oh, yeah, tons.
Oh my god.
Good.
Pelt him.
Even worse.
Yeah, I'm sure that all of you have seen the new version of Clash of the Titans. So, yes, there are tons of rocks around Medusa.
Are there big rocks?
There's people-sized rocks.
There are
everywhere.
people-sized rocks, yes.
Oh yeah.
You kill a bunch of people.
Yes, you can do your dick move. I know what you're gonna do. I'm saying yes, you can do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna animate objects using.
Okay.
I
Mhm.
assume they're medium creatures, right?
No, wait a minute. You're gonna what?
Animate
Are
object.
the statues medium? Like,
You're gonna
Are they
animate the
medium?
statues?
yes.
I'll allow you to animate 2 statues.
It's not like full animation. It's just basically. Here's
Yeah.
a floating statue.
Yeah, I would allow you to animate 2 statues.
Would the statues be medium objects, though?
Yes.
I would be. Supposedly, I'd be able to use 10 points, with medium objects being 2 points each. Huge objects are like 8 points.
So
The
so are you trying to animate 2 statues?
I'm trying to use all 10 of my points for this to animate 5 medium objects.
yes, you could animate two statues, and then they would both get attached, right?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is how you abuse the animate spell. Is you can animate 10 tiny objects and have them start wailing on a opponent who can only like take out one or two around.
Well, I mean
And-
the
or 5 mediums or
well, the question is, do you animate an object and then it can attack, or are you able to animate two objects and then they can attack, depending on how many points you have?
I can animate a number of objects equal to. I can target a number of objects equal to the points I have. So animate.
So these are two medium objects. How many points do you have?
10.
So these are two medium animate objects.
Which would be 4 points total.
Right.
I think he wants to animate. Well, he'd love to animate 5 objects. The mediums count as 2 points per object.
So yes,
total of
they
10.
can both make one attack each, because it would be for two medium objects 4 points per each. So yes, they can both make attacks, and then you have 2 points left over.
No, medium objects count as 2 points.
Animate object.
With the spell named animate objects.
I'm going to rule that your two objects can make attacks. How's that?
The DM has spoken.
I mean, are you willing to say that your two objects make 2 attacks each? Because that's going to be more than you have points for. So both of your objects can make attacks. You see what I'm saying?
Looks like what the book says is that he just makes a bonus action to command them all to do something.
Right, which would be 1 attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make an attack. So your two medium objects, you just made 2. They're basically 2 skeletons. Well, no, they're
Now the stats are spelled out in the spell.
yeah,
And the spell itself, everything.
Yeah.
spelled.
they do damage as described. To do it.
I still have to hit it. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Great. And I'm assuming that an 8 will not hit it.
An 8 does not hit it. But what did you do with the other one?
Oh, they make 2 attacks?
Well, you hit once.
Oh, I was rolling. I thought each of them made 1 attack.
Well,
Each
one
one-
hit.
Yeah, one of them hit.
For a total of 10 damage.
Nice.
Oh,
It's
wait.
actually
Plus
pretty
1. 11 damage.
good. 11 damage.
Huge difference.
So, I'm not sure what you just did. You, created statues that came up and smashed this Medusa, and you did 11 points damage. Is that a accurate description?
Or like, I took 2 statues that were already there, made them float, and just kind of rammed themselves into the Medusa.
Right. Okay.
This for the theater of the mind. The spell says the objects come to life at your command.
That's
So
what
this
I
is
was
like-
thinking. So
this is
they
like
actually
claymation.
attacked her.
Yeah, like
Oh, that's
claymation.
Hmm.
I'm still confused. Is it an animate object spell or a move object?
Well,
spell that was
they're not
also-
moving. They actually came to life and attacked. See, and this is the bizarre part. Hey, get this. We would have this conversation even if it wasn't Theater of the Mind. We'd be like, well, wait, did the fucking rock come to life? Or, did a cleric move it? I don't understand.
I mean, if it's something like a cup or something, it probably just like runs
Dark
right
cloak.
into the enemy.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot there were
Did the cup
Well,
glow when he drank
things
it?
with
Or
joints.
so
I forgot there
Telfar.
were things with joints and not just.
So
single
Telfar, you see these Greek statues come to life and attack this snake-like creature. What do you want to do?
I didn't see nothing of the sort because as soon as I noticed there was something funny going on, I started looking up at the ceiling.
Well,
everywhere.
Well, Telfar, make a perception check with advantage.
$16.
So you see these 2 Greek-like statues attack this snake-like creature, and you see that she has snakes above her head, and you know that this is some kind of Medusa. You've heard about this whole situation. What would you like to do?
Well, how exactly does it work? If I look at the Medusa, do I turn to stone? Or if the Medusa looks at me, I turn to stone?
Yes.
Right.
Don't don't meet its eyes.
Right. Well, I'll.
Well, it's your turn. So, if you want to make an attack on the Medusa, you're at disadvantage. If you want to directly attack her, tell me what you want to do.
I think. Hold on.
I know, right?
think-
You can't just kiss these kids constantly.
I know it's bedtime for them, so it's night hugs. I think that a saber-toothed cat appears out of nowhere and lunges towards the Medusa while Telfar continues to avert his gaze.
Wow. Okay.
Your Twingo thing.
Oh.
I can pull up the stats for that.
So the cat needs to make a con save versus DC 23.
DC 23.
Yeah. Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Let me find that concept.
That'll be a little hard.
Hmm.
That'll be +2. Ooh. Not quite enough. 19.
So your saber-toothed cat pounces out of nowhere and goes and turns to stone and drops to the fucking floor.
It couldn't. It was pouncing behind her.
Hmm. That's how that works. What would you like to do?
Not look.
Yeah,
Stay hidden in the top of the
you're like,
tavern.
oh shit.
It's all right. That little Fey folk just goes popping off back to Fey folk land. They're fine.
This whole battle's filled with nope.
I am going to hold an action to use a wand of healing on whoever's closest.
Nobody's hurt yet.
Sure, that's why I'm readying an action, just in case.
Yeah. All
In
right.
case anybody takes damage that a healing wand could heal.
Okay. Norte, what would you like to do? As he silently speaks what he wants to do. You guys type it out. I'll be right back. Norte, what are you doing?
I believe he's going to close and touch the
So-
Medusa to cast Inflict Wounds.
Whichever.
Don't
And he's
look, Norte.
inside.
Don't run blind at him.
Wow. Okay. So Norte, you can make your attack, but you have to make your attack at disadvantage because you're holding your eye, you're shielding yourself. Right. You're not going to shield yourself?
Why would you not shield your eyes?
Faith. He has faith.
I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying. Okay.
Don't do it. Shield your
No.
eyes.
Go ahead and make your attack. Go ahead and make your attack. No, I'm actually kind of curious. Ooh, that's a weird drink. Okay. Oh my. You can use an inspiration point. Yes, that's good. What'd you get? Yes, you hit. But you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Versus DC 14. And you, because you are... Well, it's not poison. You just need to make a Constitution saving throw versus DC 14. Oof, 52 damage. Ugh. Oof. Oh no. Yeah?
Looks like you made his con
You
save.
did. You made
And
your
he
con
does
save.
52 damage.
So, the dwarf comes running in and slashes at this Medusa, and the Medusa, all of her tentacles look at him, and he goes, ah! And he saves versus his con. Retheria, what would you like to do?
I want to kill this bitch as fast as we can. So
Right?
I'm gonna cast Ice Knife. Let's see if it hits.
What are you doing?
Casting Ice Knife.
Oh, nice.
Does that hit?
It does. It exactly hits. Wow, for 30 fucking points? Holy shit.
Kill the bitch!
Wow.
Kill it with ice knives.
Kill it with ice, not
What is-
fire, I guess.
What's the dex save part?
Let me read, hold on.
It needs to make a.
She rolled a 3, so...
The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw of a or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay, so I guess that's true. So, Norte, you need to make a dex saving throw.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, that's okay. You just
A lot of
tore
damage.
her up.
Sick! Hell yeah.
Nice. All right. Is there anything else Retheria has going on?
Not this turn, I don't think so.
All right. Aaron, what would you like to do? So you
Aaron.
see this complete bizarre clusterfuck happening in front of you. You're like, holy shit, I don't even know what to do. What do you want to go with here?
Oh no, Aaron. I rolled my nature check, and I've convinced myself that I know enough about Medusa.
So she needs to make a deception check.
No, nothing like that. this is just I know something about Medusas, so I'm gonna try some cheesy thing, and I'll use my inspiration to get the DM to allow it to happen this one time. I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion to create black blindfold across her eyes.
Ah! Wow. Okay, so she
can see through it if she uses her action to disbelieve it. She'll see it'll be like wearing sunglasses.
She got a
she'll see something.
5.
And then, but everybody else has to fail theirs to see her eyes. So it's like, yeah, both of them have to fail in order for eye-to-eye contact to occur.
Well, it doesn't matter.
So,
she got a 5, and so she thinks she's blind.
So there we go.
And then what do you want to do for your attack?
Well, that is a cantrip, so that used my turn. And I will use a bonus action to punt the stupid black chicken over towards her and hope and pray that it meets her eyes if all else fails.
Okay, so on her turn, she is completely blinded and at disadvantage. She is going to...
She also has to make a wisdom save
from
the curse.
Fuck. She rolls a 1.
Oh god, she does nothing this turn.
She gets nothing? Yeah.
She does nothing. That was the curse, isn't it?
What's the spell?
Alright,
Bestow Curse. And it's literally one of the written effects.
Thrick, what would you like to do?
My skeletons are just gonna beat at her again.
Alright.
Just gonna keep whacking her. 13.
Yep. No, that doesn't hit.
Okay. 17.
Hits.
Okay, again, only one of them hit. 8 damage. And then I'm gonna do what I did this time with my last turn with my shield. But this time I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead instead.
Okay.
Right, yeah, she needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
I never get used to some spells being like saves and stuff.
So she got a 14 for a wisdom save.
Fails, so 19 damage.
God damn. My poor snaky lady.
Yeah, and then that's all my
What are
turn.
you doing over there? You're supposed to be doing birthday fudges, Chris.
I know.
Fudging the birthday.
I know.
If he really wanted to do that, he'd have multiple Medusas.
Well.
The basilisk might be showing up any second now.
Mittens, what are you doing?
The Medusa would be harder than a basilisk.
Well, I mean, from surprise attack.
I'm just gonna shoot a firebolt at it. I don't have to worry about seeing its eyeballs.
Alright, well, do what you gotta do.
Ice knife, and I was able to not, I think. I think I'm good. I think I was good there.
Oh, yeah. I've killed so many characters. I mean, there's only 4.
I kind of 24. No, 29 hits it.
Yeah. Yes, it does. So what are you doing?
Firebolt.
Oh, yeah. Firebolt.
26.
26 points of damage?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, so
And that's,
Beat her up, beat her up.
if it's not dead, I'm gonna use my bonus action to have my other
no.
moves.
No. So he flings firebolt at it, and this Medusa like just catches fire and dies outright.
Wow.
It's never a smart move on a monster's part to go single attack against a group of 6 others.
Yeah. Yeah.
But your
Never learned.
blindfold trick was pretty clever.
It was interesting.
Everybody make a perception check.
I don't know if I like that when you just randomly make us roll. 24.
19.
All right.
16.
So, Aaron, you find 6 sapphires that are worth 40 GP each.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's not exactly, gems, just buckets of gems cascading through our fingers, but it's a start.
That's a lot. Rain, you find 30 rubies worth 15 gold pieces each.
Oh. I would like to split up the rupees because I'm a nice person, so I share my rupee.
I was about to ask, are we like splitting up all these gems
Oh.
and stuff, or are we like keeping them to ourselves, or?
I'm all about
It's
the
up to
splitting
you.
up.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I know we usually do split it up, so.
Might as well just split all this up at the end when we sell everything.
Norte, you find 4 polished quartz gems worth 10 gold pieces each. Adorable kitten worth 19,000.
oh,
It's just gonna fall asleep here any second.
oh my goodness.
It's cute.
Yeah, she does that. She comes and cries and then wants to fall asleep. Because that's what little babies do. And
Is there
then
anything else to smash in here?
Well,
The
we still
kitten.
haven't found the
you
basilisk.
could smash the kitten.
No.
Right? No? She
I
says
will
no.
smash it with my love.
Hold on
Mother
just a second.
it.
I'll be right back.
Cute aggression. Cute aggression.
I'm updating our loot spreadsheet.
Yeah. So, I'm still into doing just a loot spreadsheet and then working it all out for sale when we get to town and splitting that amongst everyone.
Mhm.
We didn't get a chance to last time we were on the surface because we didn't have our little loot table thing all ready to go for Chris to tell him exactly how much all of our shit was worth.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
We're recording the loot in our little group loot list of things that we want to sell next time we go back to the surface.
So, here's the thing. You have just successfully killed her.
I'm gonna cut off her head if I can.
Mm. And you can go back to the tower where you were perfectly protected, is what I'm saying. So, all those gems you got, does everybody have their gems?
Oh, I don't think I got any.
No, no.
Yeah.
Did you not get enough? Was there not enough gems?
It was
Uh,
Three
I-
different people that they each found gems and that was it.
Right. Did
we got loot and
Was-
a sufficient amount of loot, but it was the calling out of the 3 names so that it's like, well, what about the rest of us? Didn't we find anything? Where's some paper clips?
hold on. Was there enough gems?
And we ended up with a total of 40 gems. That's worth I don't know, roughly 300 gold or something like. No, 300 600-700 gold. I'll have to do the math, but I mean, we got loot, guys.
Yeah. Yes, fucking hilarious.
Alright, so,
No, wait. Who didn't get loot out of this? Say
Aaron,
yes.
Rythoria, and Norate got it.
No, who feels they didn't get loot out of this? Say yes.
Telfar got a +3 crossbow before we left, so I ain't complaining.
It's a trap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I didn't get anything out of it. Neither did Mittens.
So, Thrick, Mittens, and Curl.
Power of friendship.
Carl's happy.
Thrick,
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be-
Mittens, and Curl.
No,
Carl's happy.
You're gonna. I don't want my character to get died
Roll-
because I'm greedy.
Roll percentage.
Alright, where's my D10s?
Well, Thrick,
67.
I'm waiting.
67.
Thrick, you found a bag of holding.
Another loot bag for us.
No, that's actually a pretty fantastic item. Mittens, what did you roll?
64.
You get a 3rd level spell scroll. Hold on. Carl, or Aaron, What'd you roll?
80.
Yeah. Aaron, you get a potion of fire giant strength.
Is that the one where it makes your strength like 25 or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a gnome wizard in another campaign who's addicted to them, and he takes them all the time.
Right, just like snorts them.
That's exactly right. He has a problem because he just turns into a rage monster and starts stabbing things when he's a wizard.
So, my point is, I don't want you guys to feel like you've been screwed over.
Uh-huh.
You're not. Thrick, shut up. You're Thrick and Mittens are like high level characters.
Yeah.
And I don't know where you thought I was complaining. I was happy. So anybody wants a potion of fire giant strength?
He didn't bother to correct you the last time.
No, I want all of you guys to be feeling like you are equally being taken care of. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
It sounds like, I don't know, Norte and Delph are getting spanked equally. I don't know what's going on over there. But, so, my point is, I want everybody to make sure that they are okay. However, Rain, have you gotten anything yet?
30 rupees.
Just those two like magic items the first session. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
it was.
and also, the Staff of Frost and the Wand of Binding.
Okay, so you got a Staff of Frost. And it's not like you haven't, like, gotten something.
No, I definitely have something. I wasn't. Yep. I'm good.
Okay. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So, I don't want anybody to feel like they didn't get shit. So, you guys got a lot of money.
I gave you some chocolate of mine. I gave you some popcorn. Come on.
Oh yeah, you always give us a lot of money.
Yeah, I gave you guys a lot of money and a lot of jewels. And some magic items. Here, I'm going to throw 2 more magic items into this. I'm going to give you a dagger of lightning bolts. It does an additional 1d4. It counts as a 1 plus 1 damage to attack and damage. And it counts as 1d4 lightning damage. You guys can have that. Who wants that?
I mean,
Got
if
2 really good wands. I don't think I need that.
Okay.
either of the wizards wants it, or we could sell it.
Say, yeah.
Yeah, Chris, I think you're going over the limit here. This is getting crazy.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't know if anybody's complaining.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm trying to make sure everybody's okay here. Is everybody okay?
I don't have my wand of 100 polymorph spells, or
Well, that's not what I'm saying.
We don't have that
That's
blade.
not what I'm saying.
We don't have that luck blade yet, so.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
so. All right, so you have killed the you've killed the Medusa. What everybody
that really
thought was the basilisk. Who is carrying the head?
Me.
Who's Mittens? Mittens is carrying the head.
Face
You come-
downward.
Yes.
Like what? Wasn't there like a Greek hero that did that or something?
Yeah, there's something
Yes.
about that.
Carrying it by the snake tendrils.
So you come back, and Will's like, oh.
I
Oh,
have his head.
that is terrible. I was completely unaware of that. And she grants you access to her southern realm. And the guards, if you hold on here. If you scroll south on your map, she shows you that there is a passage that goes under the river. And she tells you, this is how you go further south. If you wish to go to the deeper levels of Undermountain. But I warn you, he doesn't want you to go there. What do you guys say?
Thanks for the help. The food was really good. We really liked meeting your dragon friend. We'll see you later. Have a good one. We'll try to stop back by sometime. if we're
See
there.
Fuck you. See you. Nice.
I really like your castle made of wood. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna write a story about this. I'll tell everyone when I get back to the surface.
It seems to be our destiny to go where we're not wanted. This has been a wonderful respite from that otherwise unpleasant condition. But if he does not want us to go that to the south and lower levels, then that's where I feel called. Thank you for the assistance.
Yes.
They shake your hands and they send you on your way.
I take my coconuts and start clapping them together and trotting to the south.
Oh no.
And you're all sent to the next level.
Just your coconuts with your like wooden horse
But you don't get a new level yet.
because you gave it to us too early.
Because I gave it to you too early.
No, it's not Chris's fault. It's an evil curse from Hallister.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We
There's an evil
Well,
curse from
thinking
from
boss.
Hallister that
The-
made it so that I didn't give it to you too early. So,
There's
yeah.
And we all know he's going to kill our characters next week, so don't worry about it.
Well, maybe a couple weeks from now.
Mm,
I love you guys. I will
You-
see you guys next week. I will kill them then.
Yay.
yay!
Thanks, Chris.
Love you.
As always.